Hi everybody, sanibonani, welcome to my channel. And on this channel sikhuluma reality TV shows, celebrities kanye nama-YouTubers. If it is your first time joining me today and you like the content over here, do not forget to press the subscribe button la ngezansi and the notification bell khona uzothola umyalezo uma ngabe umsebenzi omusha sesiwufakile. Listen you guys, let's get an update ngey'gebengu zethu South Africa phela, because we do have our criminals. When we say South Africa is like a movie, people don't believe us. They think South Africans are just dramatic. It's a movie. Sivuka silala sivuke we move. So there's a guy who is now called a KPMG scammer. Okay, he hasn't been found guilty, so it's alleged. So is alleged to have stolen 16.5 million rands from KPMG. That is the money that was supposed to go to students as in a form of like bursaries. Okay, KPMG pays for students very well, you guys. I had a friend that had a KPMG bursary when we were at varsity. They paid for your school fees, they would pay for your books, they would even give you a living allowance. Okay, so I guess this money was supposed to go there. So he was working in the department where he was supposed, I guess, to process the payment. I don't know how people do these things, you guys, because at my workplace, there's one person that receives the invoice, another one signs the invoice, another one uploads it, another one approves it, another one does this, another one does. By the time it gets to the money being paid, there are so many people that are involved, and you're like, how would a person even run a scam here where they pay the money to themselves? Okay, so in this situation, he would pay the money. He would make sure that the money is paid into the bank accounts of his friends' companies, and then they would pay the money back to his bank account. But again, they would, babambe. If it's 1 million, maybe, maybe 400,000. I don't know, you guys. I don't have the amounts, but that's what they're alleging happened. Okay. So he got fired from KPMG in 2022 because when they realized something is funny here, no, he didn't get fired, got suspended from KPMG last year when they realized something is funny here. Okay, but after he was suspended, they were like, hey, bo, there's even more money missing. And then they contacted the Hawks because they were like, okay, this amount is too big. They contacted the Hawks, and it doesn't look good on KPMG because KPMG is the company that is supposed to come to your company and find the people that are doing that to your company. So how are you going to find my criminals if you can't find your own criminals? That kind of a situation. So they had to take this situation seriously. Then you guys, the Hawks, I guess, investigated, and then there was a warrant of arrest issued. He went and handed himself over to the police, got arrested. So now he's applying for bail. But what people haven't spoken about is the fact that this guy, after he was suspended from KPMG, he got another job with Nedbank. A bank, you guys, the Green Bank, okay? The Green Bank hired him. He was on a fixed term contract, but they hired him. Okay. Now, what we are watching this guy on TV while he's attending court, all of us shocked by the story. The employers at Nedbank are shocked by the story. They're like, this looks like our new employee, and we're like, Auntie, how do you do the fingers, the whatevers, criminal, what, the checks that they do when you get hired at the bank. I've worked at the bank before. So how did he? But anyway, he was working for Nedbank. So Nedbank is like as shocked as everyone else with how our new employee is also, I'm sure now, but they are checking the books right now, trying to figure out if he hadn't stolen anything from them. Okay. So he's attending court today, and he attended court today, and you guys, he's not alone, because obviously I did wonder, you guys, because if he was transferring his money to other people and those people were paying the money to him, are they not arrested? Why are those people not arrested? That's what I was asking myself. So now he has 2 people that have been arrested with him, you guys. So I'll play a video here, you guys, where he is in court, and then when he's walking out, he's kissing his family. I'm like, yo, le family, it's a family. No more committee crab, I'm sure baby imali, guys, because I was like, yo, hi, family. Every family member, I'm like, yo, we are not affectionate in my family because I don't remember some family members. I don't remember them kissing me. And if I stole money from my job and I got arrested, they are definitely not going to kabuza me. Mm-mm. My sisters are not coming to court to kabuza me. If they are coming to court, they are coming to ask me, are you crazy? Who is going to take care of these kids now? Now that you are in jail, now who's going to take care of these kids? Hey, and then your share of us taking care, your share of taking care of a mother, where do you think it's gonna come from? My sisters are not going to propose me, and my mother is definitely not proposing me if I stole. So I was like, oh, okay, it's a very loving family. Like, they're very supportive, even when you've done something wrong. Anyway, you guys, they're saying that they are intending to plead not guilty. Of course, when you are applying for bail, you guys, they're trying to decide if you are a flight risk, are you somebody that possibly can, skip the country. And this guy, you guys, was taking trips overseas. He's in yachts outside of the country. So, I'm sure if I was a judge, I would be like, this is an absolute no, okay? But his lawyer is saying that he's already handed his passport to the authorities, and he wants skip bail, okay? But you guys, they do say that he was born in the US. Apparently, he was born in the US. So that could be concerning, that he might have people that might be able to arrange for him to go overseas, you guys, okay? So they're saying here that according to his affidavit, the former KPMG bursary specialist can only afford bail of 25,000 rand. This is what his lawyer said. Okay, they say he's employed by Nedbank, but they do Nedbank. He said they didn't know them, but the contract was about to end anyway. I think it was about to end at the end of April. So they're like, okay, we'll just wait for it to end at the end of April. 30 April was when the contract was ending with Nedbank. So I guess he's not going to be employed back, because otherwise it's just not going to make sense. Okay. And the state is opposing a bail, which makes sense, you guys, because I do think that he was born in the United Kingdom, not the United States. He was born in the United Kingdom. So obviously those facts can make you think this is somebody that can easily contact people that he knows from the UK to arrange for him to skip the country. I wouldn't give him bail, okay? So listen, you guys. So then there is Machimane, who is also the accused with Fidelis. Okay, Machimane Naye is one of the two people that who received the money from KPMG and then paid it over to Fidelis, allegedly. So now he said that he can only afford the bail of 3,000 rand, whereas the other accused, who is Sikubudu, said that he can afford a bail of 4,000 rands. Okay, these are some of the reasons they're giving as to why they think they deserve bail. They say one of them said, I have children aged 9 and 4 years old who rely on me to support them financially, as my wife is currently back in school and has no income. This is what Sikubudu stated as the reasons why he think he wants to convince the judge that he deserves bail. Okay. And also Skubudu Bati, he is employed by Tshwane Metropolitan Police Department. Listen, you guys, a lot of these crimes are committed because of greed, because these people were not unemployed and desperate. They had good jobs, okay, or jobs that we consider very good in South Africa. You're a policeman, okay, you work for KPMG. What are you complaining about? Okay. And then you guys, yes, so the other one is really saying that he did not commit any crime. This is what he's saying. I have a passport that I've already handed over to the police, but I do not have relatives outside of, and I also do not have relatives outside of South Africa. So unlike Fidelis, he doesn't know anybody outside of the country. And they're saying that as a result, that reduces his flight risk if he doesn't know anybody outside of the country. And also he says, listen, the 4,000 rand that he's asking to pay, he's not the person that could forfeit that amount. He needs that money back. So because if you skip bail, then if you pay the 4,000 rand, they don't give you your money back. Like if you pay somebody's bail, once they go to court and they win the case, you get the money back. Or even if they get arrested, they are charged and convicted, but you get the money back. But he's saying if he's gonna pay the 4,000 rand for bail, he needs that money back. So why would he skip bail? So he's denying the charges against him. I did not commit this crime and I deny allegations against me. I was shocked when I received a call from the investigating officer to say that I'm linked to the crime. I immediately arranged to meet him and handed myself over to the police on the 11th of April in Sandton, you guys. So the one guy is saying definitely I did not commit the crime. The other one is just saying, listen, I'll tell you later whether I committed a crime or not. But what I'm saying is that I'm not going to escape the country because I don't know anyone outside of the country. Anyway, you guys, listen. This guy was living large, okay? They are saying that two of his ex-girlfriends have turned the state witnesses, so they'll be testifying against him. What a way to, avenge or revenge your ex, guys. Hey, they must call me when one of my exes are arrested to testify. He did it. What did he do? Oh, yes, he did it. He did it. I knew this one. I knew this one could kill somebody. I knew this one. Fraud. He did it. What? He did it, Guys, they will be fine. Yes, it will be called, be like, receive a call. Yes, and we need you to testify against her. May is coming. What did he do? Yes, he did it. I know he did it. I could see it in his eyes that in the future he was going to commit the crime. Anyway, you guys, listen. So they're saying two of the baby mamas or ex-girlfriends are going to testify against him, which I think they got such a perfect opportunity to revenge whatever happened in the relationship. They'll be like, this is their time. Anyway, you guys, listen, I do hope that this guy does get the punishment that he deserves, because I just feel like, why would you play with your life like that and your career like that? Okay. And this man was supposed, I'm sure the students were like wondering, KPMG is saying we paid for you, and they go to universities, and I work in I work in the finance department of a university, so I know how this like. But my sponsor paid, and then we were like, but we didn't receive. Where's the proof of payment? And then you look at the proof, but this proof of payment doesn't have our banking details. These are different banking details. The student is going back to the sponsor, and then the sponsor is confused. What do you mean it's the different banking details? These are the banking details we have on the system. And Fidelis is busy. Fidelis put the banking details there as if they are the banking details for the university. Lying. And that thing can take time for somebody to figure out, to go to, no, listen, somebody did something here and they transferred the money to the wrong bank account. So I'm sure there were many students that were just wondering what's happening. KPMG is saying they paid, the university are saying that we did not receive any money. Anyway, you guys, at least now they know what happened, and at least those students are not going to be affected by this situation, because they are still going to pay the school fees. Okay, and we love that. We love that from KPMG. Anyway, thank you so much for watching this video. Please like it before Pumegona, share it with your friends, with your family, and even with strangers in Itanda. Cool.